guys, it's Dr. Leanne. I decided to do a video. We're going to start a new series called Try This, Not That. So we've had a lot of questions about alternatives, and so today I wanted to talk a little bit about two things. One is sunscreen, and the other one is bug spray. I have had a lot of questions recently about what I use for my family, for myself, and why we use them. So I'm going to show you the two products that we use primarily in terms of sunscreen and bug spray. I'm going to tell you what to avoid when you look at them, so hopefully you can make some better decisions, right, for making lifestyle changes. Sometimes those little changes that we can make are ones that become big over the course of time, right? So let's talk. I'm hiding outside because I just put my kids down for naps. That crazy thing. Okay, so here's what we use for sunscreen. All Good is the brand. It's zinc formulated, right? Coral reef friendly. Here's one of the main things that I look at when it comes to sunscreens. So oxybenzone free. When we look at oxybenzone, they found that the purpose of oxybenzone is to absorb UV light. They've also found that it absorbs in the skin. So if you look at, they did a research study, they literally looked at kids before and after application of sunscreen and found that not only was it oxybenzone in their urine, but several other chemicals. Here's what I really like about this a little bit more in terms of ingredients. Aloe vera, calendula. There's just a lot of healthier ingredients. Jojoba. All Good is ranked pretty high. I mean, low, I should say. Low on EWG. So I'll post articles about the oxybenzone as well as the DEET, which we'll talk about in a second. But EWG will rank sunscreens. It's environmentalworkinggroup.org. And this is rated a 2. 1 is one of the best. The higher the number, the more toxic the chemicals are. So they actually break down every individual ingredient to see what the toxicity level is. And so this is a 2. So it's pretty good. The one thing I will tell you with the zinc formula for zinc oxide, it doesn't rub in super great. So you do have to really work a little bit harder to get it in. So, you know, my kids have a bit of a white covering sometimes, but if that saves them from absorbing the chemicals, oxybenzone is a huge for known hormone disruption, carcinogenic as well. So they know that it causes cancer, but again, a big thing that I see a lot is that the oxybenzone has been known to imbalance hormones. So the last thing we want to do is not only rub it on our skin, being that it gets absorbed, but also I most definitely don't want to put it on my kids. So All Good is the brand. And we just get these, I mean, Target maybe. Okay, bugs. You know, and here's another thing too. I usually let my kids play outside for a little bit before I put sunscreen on them. Only because I want them to absorb UVB rays. That's what turns, UVB is what turns cholesterol into vitamin D. I want to get good vitamin D. I'll put a shirt on, and then if all else fails and I do need to use sunscreen, this is what we use. Alba. This is our anti-bug spray. DEET free. No parabens, phthalates, synthetic fragrances. When you look, it uses all the active ingredients are essential oils. So for the most part, you could consume all of this, right? Will you put it in your body? Yes, then you should put it on your body. Are you going to put it in your body? No, don't put it on your body. Right? Just a couple other inert ingredients that you have through here. The one thing that I will tell you about the DEET is that I actually did a clinic abroad when I was in undergraduate, and we were in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. We had to use 100% DEET. They told us if we ever wanted to have children when we got older, then don't put the DEET directly on our skin because it literally would destroy our reproductive system. So that was what started my thought process on the DEET. When you look though, again, seizures is something when I was looking up that I thought was very interesting. They found in terms of brain damage, DEET as well. They took a tissue sample and they looked at the time in which it took for cancer cells to develop with DEET, and it was relatively fast. So when you're looking at a whole, these are kind of the two that we use. We carry them around. I just took them out. We just got home from the park. All good for the sunscreen, anti-bug spray. So here's are just 2 ingredients that when you look, it allows us to still kind of keep from getting burnt, keep from getting bit, but I don't have to compromise and put a ton of chemicals on my skin or the kid's skin. So just 2 examples. There's other good types, but the ones that I would really look for again is that oxybenzone free, and you want to make sure not only is it DEET free, that those active ingredients, all just really natural, healthy oils. So if you have any questions, like I said, I'll post some of the links, but hopefully try this, not the other stuff. All right, you guys have a great one.